This is the Keen Targhee III open-toed sandal. This is actually my pair, and I've got to know these pretty well over the summer months. It's been a very warm summer. They've taken the Targhee III last and made a sandal around it. So this gives a broad fitting, broad toed sandal, which tends to suit the UK foot, which tends to be pretty broad. The sole unit is a composite unit and it does have some rigidity. This is a proper walking sandal. The outsole is of a good rubber compound. It's non-marking and I found it in use really good for grip, excellent in fact. Behind that rubber outsole is the real kind of business end for comfort, which is the EVA midsole. And Keen makes some fantastic sole units, and this sandal is a really good example of that. It's got an ergonomic footbed. The upper is of a synthetic and leather construction. We've got a neoprene-like but far more breathable synthetic lining material for the inside for the skin contact, and then we've got a lightweight leather outer. Keen have put 3 straps, velcro fastening on the sandal, and because of those 3 points of velcro you can get this sandal really well cinched into your foot and therefore walk some fair distances in it. Now Keen actually class this as a waterproof sandal, and it's even got waterproof stamped on the side, and people have a bit of a laugh at this because it's a sandal. How can a sandal be waterproof? It's got big holes in it. What it's really referring to here is the fact that this can be used in water without damaging the sandal. It's not going to ingress into the sole unit. It's not going to ingress too far into the upper either, and therefore it's not going to damage the sandal using it in and out of water. They're not a water sports sandal. Keen has specific water sports sandals. Now this could be used as a water sports sandal, but what it really excels at is a warm weather walking sandal, everyday sandal. I went on holiday to the wonderful France and headed off to the Chamonix Valley and over to the mountainous areas. It turned out that one of the worst heat waves to hit France in, well, meteorological history was on the horizon. As we got there, it was absolutely maffed in. And while I took walking boots and walking shoes, I pretty much for the full fortnight lived in this pair of sandals, and what a companion they turned out to be. Because of that open design, they're really good for airflow, and I ended up using them day in, day out. We used them to walk pretty much everywhere. I used them around camp. I used them to drive in as well. We used this to go into Annecy, and in Annecy we cycled in on the wonderful hire bikes they have, and again cycling with this was absolutely fine. It wasn't an issue at all. And when we got into the town itself, we hit the marketplace, and the marketplace was proper mental busy, and you had all the stores and the hustle and bustle. And well, I had obviously an open-toe sandal on. I never felt particularly vulnerable. So they really became my go-to piece of footwear for the entire holiday. I've walked miles in these quite literally. We walked into Chamonix from the camp, we walked back again, we walked all around Annecy. It started to rain at one point because we had some thunderstorms coming in, but that temperature remained high, and it didn't bother me at all because when these are wet they're still comfortable to walk in. Keen have put together a really nice sandal here. It's a premium sandal, reasonably lightweight, pretty flexible, but with that rigidity enough to take the bounce out of the nastier parts of the paths. I've walked on some fairly steep slopes in these, in some pretty stony conditions, loose conditions, and the grips have been excellent, they really have. I mean, they're not a go up Scafell Pike kind of a sandal, but then no sandals are go up Scafell Pike kind of sandal. But these are definitely something to come up here like the Bridestones and just shorter walks. And again, for the town walking that I did, we must have done 4 or 5 miles in these at least, and I never had any blisters. I think one of the keys to that is the way that they've designed the internals. So when that Velcro comes over, the way that they've designed this synthetic inner, it just brings that sandal in really cleverly and holds it against your foot and holds your foot into the footbed. That stops a rub point and allows you to have a comfortable, stable footbed to walk in. I can honestly recommend these as an excellent warm weather walking sandal, tried and tested. If you've enjoyed the review, please like and sub, and most importantly of all, enjoy your outdoors time.